The suspenseful third episode of Silo comes to a frightening conclusion that left viewers wondering what will happen to Mayor Ruth. Episode 3 opens on one of the silo's lowest levels and follows Juliette and her team as they struggle to operate the intricate technology that keeps the underground refuge running. Juliette and her crew are in a race against time to repair the silo's primary turbine as it begins to show indications of deterioration before it entirely stops the underground metropolis from operating. In the third episode of Silo, Juliette restores the turbine by overcoming several obstacles with her engineering expertise and leadership abilities, demonstrating why she should be the next sheriff. But just as episode 3 appears to be coming to a happy, satisfying conclusion, Deputy Marnes discovers Mayor Ruth on the ground, coughing blood. The conclusion of Silo episode 3 implies that Mayor Ruth is no longer alive and that a larger underlying plot is at work. In the third Silo episode, Tim Robbins' Bernard makes a few fleeting cameos, but every time he turns up, he either complains about Juliette being chosen as the new sheriff or the decision to cut off the electricity to the silo in order to repair the turbine. Bernard's proposals are disregarded by Mayor Ruth, who reminds him that it is not his responsibility to elect politicians because she makes all of the choices. Mayor Ruth was well for the majority of Silo's episode 3 until suddenly becoming very ill at the end. It is possible that Bernard poisoned her because she disobeyed his requests. The fact that the mayor becomes unwell shortly after consuming water from supplies implies that Bernard paid someone to poison her canteen, yet the episode is silent on how Bernard really pulled it off. Bernard's motivations are also still a mystery, but it's also likely that his terrible deeds were motivated by his ego and need for power, or by his eagerness to do anything to keep the silo's prohibited past and secrets hidden from its uninformed residents. Ruth's murder proves that, despite the silo's formal leadership structure, in which the mayor has the most authority, widespread corruption exists behind the scenes. Strong, immoral people like Bernard always struggle for power and are even prepared to use drastic means to quiet anyone who get in their way. The murder of Ruth in Silo episode 3 also serves as evidence that, despite the tranquil appearance of the city, its interior is full of political and deceptive fractures and holes that are readily susceptible to breaking under strain and causing the collapse of the entire city. If Bernard was involved in the killing of Mayor Ruth, it would indicate that the silo's hierarchical structure is defective and weak to the point that those with dubious morals end up controlling everything. It also suggests that in addition to Bernard, there may be other strong forces operating behind closed doors in the silo that discreetly direct the daily decisions and thoughts of its upstanding residents. With so many surprises packed into its hour-long duration, Episode 3 solidifies the notion that Silo, like the Matrix, reimagines Plato's cave allegory. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and give us a like.